Good morning, Ma'am KG. We are the Information Enlightenment Society. This is our presentation. Lesson 6, Media Information Sources. So Alex gonna discuss our issues.
Government debt hits new high of 14.35 trillion pesos, covered by Ronald Domingo, published on October 3, 2023. Manila, the national government's debt stock is not done climbing up, reaching a new high of 14.35 trillion pesos at the end of August from 14.24 trillion pesos at end July. As the peso weakened against the US dollar, according to the Bureau of Treasury or BTR. The latest data on the government's outstanding obligations came out as MSCI ESG and Climate Research said public debt ratios may start to deteriorate in 2024 because this metric tends to increase the year following an occurrence of El Nino. Data at the BTR show that of the total outstanding obligations, 68% or 9.79 trillion pesos is owed to the domestic lenders, while 32% or 4.56 trillion pesos is borrowed from the foreign lenders. Over the course of a month, domestic borrowings decreased by 0.2% or 21.24 billion pesos as retail bonds matured. Meanwhile, foreign debt increased by 2.9% or 126.52 billion pesos, mainly due to the depreciation of the Philippine peso, which thus increased the local currency value of the government's debt stocks.
Reliability. What are the details of this piece of news?
It is from an official news website called the Philippine Daily Inquirer, popularly known as the Inquirer.net. It was published on October 3, 2023.
Which details can be verified in other sources?
As to what we've researched, we also found articles and even video news on YouTube from different sources that did a coverage about this topic as well with the same date or it just has on one day apart date of publication.
Call these details be true. Why or why not?
Yes, because it is up to date and is consistent with its publishing date or it corresponds with the other sources. It also has other sources that did a coverage about this topic which makes the whole article reliable.
Accuracy. Which of the facts are measurable? How were they derived? The amount of 14.33 trillion pesos the end of August from 14 million point 14.24 at end of July according to Bureau of the Treasury. Data at the Bureau of Treasury shows that the total outstanding obligations, 68% or 9.79 trillion pesos is owned to domestic lenders while the 32% or 4.56 trillion is borrowed from foreign lenders. Over the month, domestic borrowings decreased by 0.2% or 21.24 billion at pesos as retail bonds matured. Meanwhile, foreign debt increased by 2.9% or 126.52 billion mainly due to the depreciation of the Philippine peso. These facts would have been derived from official government report statement and records as well as this statement made.
Value. Consider the audience of the article. Who will find this article valuable?
Anyone or any Filipino citizens because it's all about the Philippines economy, the Philippine government's debt to be exact.
Who wrote the article?
It was written by Ronel W. Domingo of Philippine Daily Inquirer.
How is the author related to the article?
As the author is Filipino, the issue hits home for him, you could say, but the author just seems to be very knowledgeable about economics.
What was his source?
The author cites data from Bureau of the Treasury and MSCI.
Are the source properly cited?
I would say so, yes, where the data comes from were mentioned and everything is in detail.
What is the reputation of the author? Ay, what is the reputation of the author?
He is a reporter but seems to be relatively not known. He graduated in UP, which is a given.
Is he known for some biases?
No, as previously mentioned, he is not that popular, so people wouldn't really know. But he most likely cites truth as it involves Philippine economy, which is a big thing.
Timelines. When was the article written?
The article was published on October 8, 2023.
Is it possible that some of the information in the article has changed in time?
It is possible that some of the information in the article has changed over time.
If yes, will the change have any effect on the conclusion of the article?
It it could potentially have an effect on the conclusion drawn in the article. Conclusions are often based on the information available at the time of writing, and if that information becomes outdated or no longer accurate, the conclusion may need to be revised.
So this will be the end of our presentation. At this time, I'd like to have my colleague to speak, so I'll finish up by saying thank you for your attention. Thank you.